Hey everyone, this is Yousif from Crafting Clouds, and in today's video, I want to show you how far you could go with Method. I really want to start doing more videos like this where I can basically share with you how Method really goes above and beyond for the businesses that use Method. And I wanted to start off with this business that I personally work with. They're a fantastic team over in Cleveland, Ohio, and the business is called Liquid Liner, and they specialize in bathtub refinishing for multifamily properties across Ohio. And as well as I believe they're starting to branch out now into Detroit and Chicago. But their main area, service area, is currently across Ohio and the different cities of Ohio. So they have a massive service team, and their service reps basically are scheduled for jobs closest to the city that they live in Ohio, okay, such as Cleveland. And what they were challenged with and what they came to me for was they were asking me if there was a way to solve their scheduling issues around their reps constantly being double booked because there's so many different reps and so many requests coming in that oftentimes the scheduler could or the coordinator could accidentally double book that rep. So that would happen. And oftentimes, there was just a bottleneck or there was multiple channels that these requests would come through. And sometimes these requests would get missed. And the turnaround time to actually get from the request coming in to the service tech actually be on the job site, that time was too long. And they wanted to shorten that cycle. So they were building a new website on WordPress. This is the website that you see here. It's called wickedliner.com. You can go visit this yourself. So basically what we did is we integrated Method with their website directly. So what happens is, and I'll show you, if you hit schedule now, right, this little pop-up comes up and it says, what can we do for you? And they have both schedule service requests and sales requests. So they wanted me to handle both. So they also have a sales team that goes in and has to do in-person meetings and as well as virtual meetings. And they wanted this website to be the only channel that they direct all of their business towards to get these requests. They wanted to eliminate all the other channels, remove that issue, so that now everything is coming in through this website and therefore going directly into Method. So this is handling both sales and service. So let's start with sales. So if I go ahead and I schedule a consultation, I have the option to choose virtual or in person, okay? So if I choose virtual, it's going to book a specific appointment type that we've created in Method. In person is another one, okay? And then in here, it asks you for which city would you like to book this for, right? So I could say, okay, I want to book this for Cleveland. I hit next step, all right? And then right here, when I go, it gives me all the calendar and the available days. So you'll see here, it says no time slot available for today. And we did that intentionally because we don't want people to be booked on the same day. There needs to be at least a 24-hour lag time. So the next available time is on Friday. So then we choose 9:30 or 10:30 or 11:30. These are all the available time slots. This is all coming in from Method. This is coming from a custom table. So they wanted to be able to have these time slots available where automatically, not only does it send the request, but it pre-populates the technician that it should go to and for what time coming from. So basically their scheduling issues are completely automated now. So this is amazing. So right away, they go ahead and let's say they choose 10:30 a.m. They hit next step, and then I ask them for a bunch of custom information, right? So I can just go ahead and I can put my information here, and then I'll just put in 14 Young Street, unit number 123, okay? And then I'll leave everything like this. How did you hear about us? This is all being tracked in Method, by the way. All this information goes directly into Method. And then I can say, yes, I'm interested. I consent and hit schedule now. So there you go. This has now gone ahead and it's sent over that request to Method, okay? Now, if we go and we hit schedule now again, what's going to happen is it's also, we're going to do a services option as well. Okay. And one thing I want to show you is right here. It shows you this email that we've drafted. So this is coming also from our integration with the WordPress site. So we built this email template to basically show that we've received your request. This is all the information you've entered and that someone should reach out to you shortly. Okay. So as the customer, you also receive an email upon submitting. Okay. Now, if we go back to the website, let's go ahead and schedule services. So now they have all these services that they offer. Right here, I can go ahead and I can select all these services. Okay, I can put in, and I'm just going to fill out everything. And we're going to go ahead and schedule a service. I'm going to say for Cleveland as well. Okay, I'm going to choose the next day. And you'll notice there's only 2 time slots. This was done on purpose. This is something that they wanted. They only want to have 2 service calls per day because that's as much as what a single technician can handle. Okay. So basically, right now, I choose 9:30 a.m. If there's only 1 technician that's available for Cleveland, that 9:30 a.m. time slot will disappear. But their business, they have multiple technicians per location. So even though I chose 9:30 a.m., it does not disappear the next time because they also have a whole team in Cleveland. Now, if that whole team, all their 9:30 a.m. appointments are booked out, then this will disappear. Okay. And I hit next step. I put in my information. Okay. Good. 123 Test Street, unit 123. I'll put in a PO number right here. Yes, the unit's occupied. This is a test. Hit consent and hit schedule now. There we go. So now we've scheduled both a sales consultation and a service request. Okay. So I should also receive an email for that service request. And as you can see, everything shows up here. Okay. So if we go now to Method, all right, and we open up the request app, you'll notice those 2 requests that we just submitted through the website automatically came into Method through the integration. Okay. So right away, it automatically assigned Zachary as one of this for the service technician, and Austin for the consultation in person. Okay. So these essentially, this is for the sales and this is for the service. You can see the type right here, the name of the person who requested. So myself, since I put it in on the website, the location it's for, the status, the requested date, the ID, and the requested time slot right here, service/consultation date. Now, if I go and I open this up, this comes in as a request, right, for their service team or their admin team to go in and basically review this request that comes in through the website. And this was done intentionally because you can get a lot of spam on website and you want to be able to, delete all the junk spam if that ever were to happen. You don't want this to automatically go directly into a work order, let's say, because you want to have that user intervention so that you're protecting your system from capturing junk, and you can go ahead and you can just delete it right here. So as the manager, I can go in and I see this request now. I can go ahead and I can either change the time slot. So I can choose someone else for that location, okay? And for a different day if I would like, right? So I can go ahead and say, okay, well, I don't want Zachary, I want Kevin, right? And I'm going to click confirm. And it says, would you like to update time slot for this request? Click OK. Time slot has successfully changed. Now Kevin is assigned to this particular service request. Now you'll notice everything on the form is seen here. So I can go ahead now and I can review everything. I can edit, and I can also go ahead and associate this to the contact in Method so that way we're logging this as an activity that, hey, this came in as a request from a website, so that we're keeping full customer history inside of Method CRM. So a requirement is that we must associate it to the contact inside of Method. So for this customer that requested this, we're going to go ahead. Oh, there I am. Now, if I wasn't there, you'd simply just click this new contact button, create the new contact, come back here, and associate them. That way you have the request logged as an activity against their customer. So I'm going to do click yousif. And then right here, there's two options here. They do also warranty claims. So that's a different type of job essentially. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead. We're going to hit save and we're going to approve this to create a work order. So when I go ahead and I approve this, create a work order, that's it. It's done. This is now changed to approved status and this is no longer pending. Okay. This request is done. So now you'll notice it fell off from the queue. Okay. Same thing with the sales consultation, exact same setup. All right. You can change who the sales rep should be that deals with this particular appointment. Okay. You can go ahead and you can associate to the contact and then you just simply hit save and that's it. It goes in as an activity request, a sales request for them to go ahead and essentially perform the sales consultation. Now this automatically also goes to their calendar as well. So this is great because now they can just go to look at their calendar, see what request came in, whether it was approved or not, and then go ahead and continue on with their day. All right. And then if we just continue, I'm going to leave this here and let's just continue with explaining, what was involved to really get this to work. So we had to create a time slots app. Okay. This time slots app, essentially what it's doing is this is communicating directly to the calendar that we see here, okay, within the schedule now button. So when we go ahead and we want to choose basically an appointment time, okay, all these slots that you see right here are actually pulling from Method. They're coming in from here, okay? So right away, it knows to choose only time slots that are available, which is great, okay? And what those time slots are for, what's the time slot type, whether it's an in-person, it's a virtual, it's a service. So that way we have full control over the booking functionality. So, and then you have the ability for the team to block time. So let's say the rep is unavailable for a particular day, maybe they're on vacation, or they called in sick, or they have a personal matter. They can go ahead and they can block their time off for that particular rep, right? And that will automatically update the time slots to change the status to blocked. That way, through the integration now, when they go to the calendar, those time slots will not get picked up, which is really, really helpful, okay? And then the last thing I want to show you is basically the preferences. So these services that you saw here, so another thing that I just want to mention for the services. So if we go back, all right, let me just hit schedule now again. Schedule now, I hit services. These are tied to QuickBooks items. So when we created that work order, it actually went ahead and it picked up its associated QuickBooks item that you see here, okay? Now, if I go to that work order, let's go to the work order right here, okay? And let me put in my name because they have a lot of work orders and I want to make sure we go directly to mine. So this is the one that we just did today. So you'll notice all of these came in from the request, okay? And all the pertaining items that I've requested also automatically show up on the work order, okay? So now both the dispatcher who views this work order knows exactly what the request was for, as well as on the Field Crew app, the technician already knows what they have to do for that particular job. All their information, their job site information came in from the website. Everything's good to go. So that's the full experience. Now, lastly, there's the time slots area right here that I just want to show. Let's go into time slots. Where is it? Right here. Okay. So we also included a buffer period. So basically, this allows for, if there's a time slot that gets generated, because remember, these time slots are getting generated. These are the start times and end times for each of their appointment types. So whether it's service, it's a virtual sales call or in-person sales call, these are the time slots that they wanted to have. You can set up the duration for the consultation. You can set up the duration for the virtual consultation and the in-person. And then the service one, you can set up, what's the time period for service calls to take place for the day. So from 9:30 to 4:30 and how long each appointment should take in minutes. So 210 for the service call of 60 minutes, and then for the virtual is 30 minutes. And they also have the same booking window, which is 9:30 to 4:30 p.m. We specify how many days out we want to schedule out these time slots. So this, we said 30 days out, which means it's creating 30 days worth of time slots for all of the field technicians that automatically go to the calendar on their WordPress website. Okay. So this is kind of like the, I want to say, control center for all of this. And then, like I said, the buffer period, this just allows to, when we generate these time slots, so you do this by clicking the update availability. So if you change anything here, you just click this and it regenerates the time slots. This basically tells the system, if we're booking it, if we're creating a time slot from 1 to 2, okay, the next time slot should not be until 3. So give 60 minutes after, right? And then that way you give the technician a realistic time, or the sales consultant a realistic time to go from one call to another. Give them a little bit of a break, especially for the service side. You know, they can't be on a service call from 1 to 2 and then from 2 to 3 if the service call is, 30 minutes drive apart. So that's what this is essentially for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I wanted to share with you this video because I wanted to show you how far you could go with Method. Method is not just a CRM. It is an ERP system. This has solved a complete, this is a complete automated solution for the service team now. This has solved a big problem for them. It saves them hours and hours and hours a day. This has helped them tremendously. I'm very grateful that they gave me the blessing to go ahead and showcase this to you all. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you ever want to chat about what else Method could do, feel free to reach out to me down at my contact information down below. Otherwise, I appreciate the like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.